Alright everyone, this one's called The Player Who Broke RuneScape, the story of Woox. This one's by Kempq. And yeah, let's check it out. I don't think I've seen this one. It was uploaded 7 months ago, but let's check it out. Oh, what the? Oh, you got added Mod Ash with a smite. Yeah, God Ash, basically. God Ash. Oh, wait. Aang is supposed to hit harder than that. Dude, that is an awesome graphic, man. The views are deserved here. The views are deserved.
Long ago, the players of RuneScape gained
Whoa, he's got like some HD plugin.
harmony. Then everything changed.
Oh no. This is RuneScape in 20 and like 10.
Attacked. This beast had a reputation for destruction and had a year-long reign of being unkillable in a solo encounter. But one fateful day, a boy determined to test himself. He faced the original corporeal beast in one-to-one combat. But this was no ordinary
That was a meta back then, a bunch of brews.
boy.
I think if you left the cave, I don't understand.
And although he was only 13 years old at the time, Woox was able to break the game.
I think I've seen this video when it first released.
The world. While the nuances of Woox's childhood are a mystery, we know that he was born in Stockholm, Sweden in 1996. In an interview in 2011 with Dead Films, Woox explained that while he doesn't remember the exact year he began playing RuneScape, he does remember becoming a member in 2008.
2008?
Thus, at the height of a game came the birth of one of the most prolific players in RuneScape history. Shortly after his
that version of RuneScape does not look that different from old school RuneScape whatsoever.
entrance into the world of RuneScape, Woox began uploading videos to YouTube, with his first video coming out on the 19th of March in 2009, named Xanix Crossbow Maxing 57 hit. And on this day, in the words of a user named VYM, a legend was born. From the beginning of his career, Woox was on an
always gotta go back on the YouTuber's first video, see what they had.
Auspicious trajectory for fame and success through his affinity for player versus player monster mechanics. Despite being only 13 years old, he was already displaying a level of PvM mechanics unmatched within the world of RuneScape.
A true born prodigy. I think he like works for Jagex now or something.
A variety of accomplishments followed that helped garner a worldwide fanbase. Thus, aligned with the coming-of-age stories from old myth and legend, Woox ventured into a life filled with slaying monsters and wooing the masses. Where did it
the bronze spear
all begin, you might be wondering? Well, it all started near the Graveyard of Shadows. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Alright, we're gonna skip the sponsor, guys.
The statue of Solo the Corporeal Beast. Woox demonstrated this extreme feat in a video titled
Dude, the sprites look so different back then. Would you? There's actually a plugin where you can get the sprites to look like that.
This video gained immediate traction within the RuneScape community, and as of 2022, has just under 500,000 views. Players from all over the world flocked to witness the marvel that was Woox.
You know how much ad revenue that is? That's like $1,500 in ad revenue if it was monetized.
To the untrained eye, killing Corp Beast solo may seem like a simple accomplishment. However, in relation to the player base of the time, fewer people had climbed Mount Everest. And Woox strategized his method at 13 years old. He demonstrated abilities that garnered him the label of
with the black T hides.
RuneScape
meta,
prodigy.
man.
Surprisingly, Woox
There's nothing better than a Fury back then.
Later update his video description, revealing that he had solo killed the beast over 200 times.
Oh, we got an arcane sigil from it, man. I used to grind out Corp as well, man.
Woox would go on even further to kill the beast without
any snap,
food
the upgraded version.
or bruise,
Oh, there's a soul split we all love, guys.
effectively breaking the game as we knew it. This was insane.
And wait, you can use Morgans? He was using Morgans in there, or was he using it like to tank the hits?
But this was just the
can't
first
attack with you can't attack with Morgans in like a PvP area, I think.
Dozens of awe-striking accomplishments. During these formative years, Woox developed and facilitated a mindset that made him one of the most successful PvM.
Dude, Soul Split might have been easy escape mode, but it's our easy escape mode, man. It's awesome. It's awesome.
And players in RuneScape, spending thousands of hours losing himself in the world of Gielinor. He killed Jad in 6 seconds, killed Bando's boss in bronze armor, soloed pest control, and killed Jad with 1 prayer point and no item.
Now that is basically a end game, bro. Like, come on now, I can't even do that.
Yes,
I can't even get close.
Was incredible at RuneScape, but above all else, he just loved to solve complex puzzles and enjoyed the challenge.
What is that, man? What is that, bro? It looks like a
Although,
Part of a freaking very expensive watch.
we wouldn't blame you if you thought otherwise, as he is known to display zero emotions on his face. But funnily enough, it is his deadpan style
You gotta be freaking. You gotta be like that, man. It's. You can't show fear.
that adds to the entertainment of watching him achieve his accomplishments.
What would I do if I knew the world was gonna end in a month? Probably save it, I guess.
Considering his
Oh, he's
accomplishments
got an Inferno cape in the background.
and his personality, it's no wonder why Woox garnered such a high-quality reputation in the old days of RuneScape. However, the darkest
Killing Corp with no vengeance or summoning. That's.
day would soon come. The day that Woox
And in bronze.
quit. Unfortunately, due to personal issues with Kempqs, Woox quit RuneScape in early 2011. Woox explained in an interview that his leaving was because he didn't want to play RuneScape when he couldn't trust the developers. He explained further that this
Wait, what?
opinion derived from Kempqs promising free memberships to forum moderators, only to revoke their offerings later. This was also coupled with the overhaul RuneScape was facing, which
Free memberships from on like. I don't understand.
resulted in a large portion of the player base leaving as they felt the game was
Dude, are you serious? We had 2 million players at one point? Sheesh, bro. I wonder if we have 2 million players combined at the
no
moment.
longer authentic to its original gameplay style. Woox's decision to quit the game caused an uproar in the community, as fans were
Like RuneScape 30 plus old school RuneScape.
devastated to hear that one of the game's best players had decided to leave. However, due to people's respect and admiration for Woox, they understood the decision. It was as early as 2011, when Woox was only 15 years old, he was already beginning to amass a reputation as one of the world's greatest RuneScape players. He was adored, with one fan stating, "Woox was born for PvM. Please don't leave us. We sincerely
Don't leave us, Woox. You're #1.
love your videos about killing monsters."
I want to see where he is now.
And
I think.
another said, "This has to be the saddest thing ever on RuneScape. Way sadder than removing the Wildy. The greatest boss soloer of all time has been defeated." Woox admitted that he didn't see himself returning, and thus, when the world needed him most, he vanished. During Woox's
No.
hiatus from RuneScape, he began playing World of Warcraft to help
Maybe he plays World of Warcraft now, man. He never streams anymore. And if he does, he gets like so many viewers. Oh, I'm sorry.
However, the allure of RuneScape can be challenging to neglect. Thus, a few months later, Woox would upload a new video on his channel titled Woox's Updated Tormented Demon
Got the freaking Dungeoneering crossbow.
Guide with Steel Titan. You might
Ooh, some Dragon Claws
think
loot.
that this short stint away might have hurt his reputation, but on the contrary, it would seem that the temporary leave of absence only bolstered his reputation.
Gosh, man, if we had those summoning pets in the soul split, it would make every single PVM thing obsolete.
As the saying goes, distance makes the heart grow fonder, and that's precisely what happened with Woox's fanbase. One user stated, "So glad you are back, Woox, the
Like currently in the
best
game.
PvM video maker out there." Woox was back, and this time he was here to stay. As shortly
My best in slot armor kind of already does that, but you can like just camp a boss
after his return, the gaming world would be turned
without leaving for so long.
upside down with the release of old school RuneScape. The critical thing to understand is that Woox was a master of in-game mechanics. Regardless of which game he played,
You got a Twistable on stream?
he was leaps and bounds ahead of the competition,
Dude, the drop rate for that is like 1 in 3,200, man.
which became increasingly evident over the coming years. Coinciding with his legendary return, Woox created a Twitch channel to demonstrate
Dude, I like those panels right there, man.
his abilities and engage with the community.
That was top of the line equipment back in the day. i5 8400, GTX 1070. That's just about the computer I have.
Since then, Woox has gone on to achieve a plethora of accomplishments within the RuneScape PvM scene, with some of the most notable being the first solo kill of Nex in 2012, and then shortly
Dude, I don't think we could even solo next nowadays, man.
after that, the Calphite King, Bandos, and then killed Corporeal Beast with nothing but an inventory full of potatoes in
Sheesh.
2016. The man was unstoppable, and in the eyes of the RuneScape community, he was a god amongst men. However, while Woox was undoubtedly a prodigy, he was extremely hardworking, sometimes spending up to 50 hours on a single boss challenge. While he did have the smarts, his work ethic was also unrivaled, and this is ultimately what made him so successful within the PvM scene. Alongside his accomplishments, Woox also began gaining traction with his social media presence, achieving 10,000 Twitch followers in 2015.
Wow, average viewers 4,000? Are you serious, man? You know how much a
over 1
career he
million
could have had
views in
off that?
2016. However, two events would propel Woox to the heights of glory we know today. In October 2016, Kempqs put on what was known as the Dead Man Tournament. The tournament was pretty simple in practice. Players would get ready for battle while deadly fog would slowly surround them and force
Dude, this is like super old footage, man.
players to battle it out within a small designated area. Halfway through the tournament, however, Woox would find and develop a strategy to secure himself in history forever. He realized the fog only dealt 15 damage per tick, and he could unnote food at this NPC and heal essentially indefinitely, until he ran out of noted food. The result was that while everyone else was fighting to the death, Woox was munching down on some food in hiding. The funniest part of all this was
Outplayed and he's sponsored by
Woox
Buffalo
wore
Wild Wings. That is a
pink skirt, which only added to the absolute disrespect
that's a big dub right there.
he was giving to the other players. Eventually, Woox won the competition, only to be disqualified shortly after for his unconventional strategy. This resulted in an uproar from the community, with them screaming the words Woox
Hey, I'm Team Woox on this one. Definitely on Team
won.
Woox.
Thankfully, and especially if you've watched a few other videos on this channel, you know that a developer named Mod Ash gifted Woox
God, Ash.
$10,000 out of his own pocket as a token of goodwill. Fans worldwide exploded with delight and began spamming
Dude, 10,000? What? Oh my gosh.
the chats with the words Woox won repeatedly, once again solidifying Woox's presence as a game changer and, of course, game breaker. It was here that all of Woox's skills and experience culminated into a single moment of excellence. If there were players who doubted him before this event, they would be remiss in accepting this as anything but pure genius. But he hadn't yet achieved the god status within the larger community. Nope, that would come shortly after.
Oh
At this
snap, here we
point,
go.
Woox was already well known
Inferno's gonna release
within
soon.
the RuneScape community as one of the
On the
most
timeline.
competent players. Woox was still ahead of the game in many ways, especially regarding game knowledge. This would later be exemplified when he became the world's first person to complete the Inferno and
Oh, he's the first one.
received the Infernal Cape in June 2017. Once again, fans worldwide
Oh, there's some reaction from him,
became
man.
overjoyed
World's first. World's
as
first.
they watch a master at work. As a testament to this challenge's difficulty, Kempqs offered a lifetime membership, a free round trip to RuneFest, and a life-size replica of the Infernal Cape. When Woox defeated the Inferno, a total of 35,000 people were watching the stream.
Dude, that's so awesome. I wish we had more events like that.
And whether they realized it or not,
Inferno, I can't even complete the Inferno yet.
they were watching history unfold before their eyes. The phrase Woox won was further cemented into the community lore of RuneScape. Another accomplishment that helped truly solidify his status as one of the best RuneScape players of all time was when he was the first to solo the Theater of Blood. This is the second of 3 raids in old school RuneScape. When it was released, the raid was touted by Kempqs to be impossible to be complete solo, and many players believed them. However, despite the claims of the company, a small contingent of players had faith that Woox would eventually prove the world wrong once again. In fact, we can see 2 Reddit users discussing the idea of someone soloing the raid, with one stating, "I'm going to say it now. Yes, it looks impossible right now, but I think players like Woox will
I wish he'd come back
find
at
a
that
way."
solo next
And
if he
just
already hasn't.
as this user predicted, on the 4th
Dude, I was there. I was actually a highlight channel back then when he soloed this.
of September 2018, Woox became the first player in history to solo the Theater of Blood raid, and once again proved that he was worthy of the title Game Breaker. Without a doubt, Woox holds an innate talent for problem solving. This has not only been exemplified by his long list of seemingly impossible accomplishments, but also the recent Crack the Clue event. This will be the 3rd event which involves a variety of extremely
Yeah, I don't even know what this is about, guys. We keep seeing it when we go over the updates.
difficult clue seeker activities. However, this time, Kempqs has decided to sponsor Woox as the official game master to create the event. In a video posted on
That's awesome, man.
the 23rd of September, Woox explains how this time things are going to be difficult as he's pulling out all the stops to make this one the hardest Crack the Clue event yet. Fans are torn between being happy for Woox while also being terrified at the same time. One user commented on the video stating, "Woox helping create this Crack the Clue event is amazing, but also terrifying, since I cannot imagine
Guys, what do you get from this, man? I
how
have no
difficult
clue.
this one will be if Woox
Get it, Clue?
is behind the treasure hunt." Woox's fans know firsthand his capabilities and await to see what the Game Master has in store for this iteration of the Crack the Clue event. Alongside his instinctive abilities to problem solve, Woox has also
Whoa!
displayed
He was cooking sharks while doing
a
court.
considerable amount of will and effort over the years, having spent thousands of hours on the game since he was 13. As a result of his
Same here, same here.
His time in the game,
Oh no, he lost the hardcore.
Woox has developed an
That's level like 20 combat.
obscene amount of in-game knowledge and mechanical skill. On top of this, he also works as a software engineer in Sweden and thus understands the technical underpinning of a game such as RuneScape
Oh, that's how he's outplaying everyone. He's a freaking software engineer.
on a more intimate level. With all this culminating into just one man, it's no wonder why Woox has been so successful in his abilities over the years. He is genuinely a one-of-a-kind player who was able to break the game on many occasions. While most developers set out to challenge gamers, Woox has subverted expectations and has now begun challenging the developers. No matter what they throw at Woox, he manages to overcome the odds every single time, which is precisely why when things look impossibly difficult, players look to Woox to save the day. As of 2022, Woox plays when a seasonal game mode comes out, or when a new PvM challenge gets added to the game.
Oh, seasonals like a dead man that might be coming soon.
After all, he does have lifetime membership, so he can log in whenever he likes. When the world needs him
For real lifetime membership, let's freaking go.
most, will Woox stand by our side, or will he fade into myth and legend as one of the best RuneScape players
So yeah, he doesn't play that much nowadays,
of all time?
I think.
Only time will tell.
Will Wooxs return? Hey, I will give the like. I will give the like. I will give the like. Very nice video, Kempq. And thank you for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.